Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and we get to talk about a very special organization today and all of the fun stuff and all of the busyness they've been having. So without further ado, we're here to talk about SWICACC, and we'll kind of get into more of what it is and what SWICACC does. But we have Tammy Lampert here today, as well as Stacey Hurst. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And Tammy, it's been a while since we've had you on in.form, but you've been away doing nothing but busy things throughout SWICACC. So kind of before we kick it off about this amazing event, will you kind of tell us a little bit about SWICACC and for someone who may have never heard it, or we say SWICACC because it's a very involved name. So if you would.
Involved is a way to put it. It's a long name. So SWICACC stands for the Southwestern Indiana Child Advocacy Center Coalition. And so nonprofit organization. And it has been a while since I've been here.
Yes.
As you said that. And we have been really busy doing very big things. So with SWICACC, it is the Child Advocacy Center that serves Crawford, Davies, DuBois, Martin, Orange, Perry, and Spencer counties in southern Indiana. And so the way that it works, and I'm going to talk with my hands. So in the state of Indiana, everyone is a mandatory reporter. So everyone is required by state law to report any suspicion of child maltreatment to Department of Child Services, and we train people to dual report, so to report to Department of Child Services and law enforcement. And so what that looks like is when those reports come in to law enforcement and DCS for short, then they contact the Child Advocacy Center to coordinate the multidisciplinary team and surround the child with that investigation, like have those team members come to the center, and the child is scheduled to come for an interview, which is done either by myself or one of the forensic interviewers. And while the forensic interview is happening, then the investigative part of that team is in another room watching and listening live to the interview. And the whole goal of your Child Advocacy Center is to increase comfort of a child, reduce trauma, and have better outcomes, like better outcomes for them so they can start the healing process by telling, and then better outcomes judicially, because the forensic interviews are conducted by professionals who are trained in national protocols to follow the lead of the child. And the definition of a forensic interview is, a neutral information gathering interview with a professional. And then that information is utilized to corroborate or refute that report that initially came in. Mm-hmm. And so we also then do training and education for our team members, but also the community, to where we educate adults on. One of the trainings is how to protect your children, advice from child molesters, first responder to child abuse, awareness, and then we also talk to our youth as to what to do if something not okay happens, and then the adults on what to do if somebody tells you something not okay happened. So we do lots
Yes.
of things, and
yeah, it's, I know you could go on and on about all the services that you guys provide, so that in the end, these children have resources and they have the support that they need, especially in their time of need. So, SWICACC does fantastic things, no doubt. You guys made a move to the center on 5th, even though it feels like old news. It's still kind of fresh.
Still very fresh.
You guys are ever expanding and providing resources and getting people involved in various different ways. So it's a constant momentum for SWICACC.
Yeah, it is. And the Center on 5th has been amazing, not just to the Child Advocacy Center because of the expansion that was needed, but we have such great nonprofit organizations in there. We have Mentors for Youth, Community Chew, the AIM Academy, DuBois County Cares, and Purdue Extension. Mm-hmm. So we have lots of great things going on over at Center on 5th.
Yes, the Center on 5th is, it's a fantastic hub. So, in that sense, it takes a lot of funds to make all of this happen. And so not only is SWICACC staying busy with various grants and opportunities that are coming up later in the year, but you guys are hosting your annual SWICACC Kickback event coming up real soon, right?
Yes.
So, Stacey, what do we need to know about that?
So we have a great event coming up on April 20th. It is at the Calumet in Jasper. So we are going to kick off, doors open at noon and music starts at 1 o'clock. And we have just an amazing lineup. Kicking off, we have a dear friend of mine, and I've been following him since college, and I will not give that year. But Nick Hamilton will be kicking us off. He's coming up to perform, and I've got my notes here just so I don't want to forget anybody. After that, we have local band The Wild Cards, and they are phenomenal. After that, we've got a father-son duo, Dave and Jesse Underwood will be next. And then on the square in Jasper, well, actually, I shouldn't say on the square. He's a little bit off. He's on Jackson Street. But Jeff Crandall and his band, Birdland, will be playing the fourth spot. Mm-hmm. So you can basically get tickets for either a full day or a half day. So if you get the full day, which is $50 a ticket, you can come start at 1 o'clock and then see all those awesome bands. Then kicking the second half of the day, so those tickets are $30 if you just want a half day. Kickstarting the second half of the day, there's a local duo, John and Stacey. I heard they're okay. I don't know. We'll find out. So they are next. And then some dear friends of mine from Evansville are bringing up their talents to play next, the band Acacia. And I know they play locally, but here too, different places, but they're coming up. They will be next. After that, we have Debbie Sheeter, who everyone loves, and local favorite Studebaker will be closing out our evening.
Fantastic. And you did you ran through a major slew of people, and that brings us into the theme for this. Remind me how many years the Kickback has been going on, but also tell us about the theme for this year.
So the Kickback has started. We had the Dancing with the Stars, we had SWICACC's Got Talent, and then we got, well, I should back up because the SWICACC Kickback originally started with our murder mystery event that we did. And it was, that was super fun. It was our 10-year anniversary that year. Oh. And so we did a murder mystery theme of a 10-year high school reunion.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was so fun. And then we had to take a couple years off with COVID, and then we did Dancing with the Stars.
During the COVID year, we were here,
yeah,
actually,
we did the
and did a telethon here. So, yeah, because John and I were actually part of that.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, that was so fun, too. That was a fun day.
Yeah.
So we did the telethon when we couldn't have an in-person event.
Yes.
And then we had the Dancing with the Stars, which is how Stacey got roped in. She was one of the dancers. And then last year we did SWICACC Got Talent, and this year is Band Together Against Child Abuse.
Yes. So not only, again, cannot stress the not so glorious part. You know, you're serving for these kids who need help, but you know, you guys are having a diverse amount of events and having some fun along the way, so that you can raise funds and really bring the services to Southern Indiana and help so many different kids and individuals out with that. So it's another fantastic event to support SWICACC. I think you, along with a few other nonprofits, provide such diverse programming per se to also raise funds and keep people aware in the community. So Banding Together Against Child Abuse is another fantastic example of that. And kind of pointed out as well, the ticket price for the amount of entertainment you're getting is phenomenal, and there's going to be food and other kind of fun stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to have food trucks all day.
Yep.
And then you can also we'll have half pot drawings and stuff too. But so we'll have the food trucks outside, and then all the bands will be inside.
Yes.
Yeah, and so so the food trucks, we have Emerald Greens.
Yes, Emerald Greens. We have
Oink Inc.
Oink Inc. We have
Wood Capital Pizza.
Wood Capital Pizza. We have the hot dog.
The original.
The original. They are coming from Spencer County, which is another one of the counties that is served by SWICACC.
And we have Agave's Taco Truck.
Ooh.
And Maddie's Main Squeeze.
Yeah. So it's like a big variety.
Yes. So you're kind of bringing it is going to be a festival. You're going to have stuff outside. You're going to have stuff inside going on. There's going to be raffles, and Again, all kind of encompassed at the Calumet, so fantastic location as well, and it can accommodate a lot of people. So what do we need to know about registering, buying tickets, signing up? Is there anything you have to do beforehand? Can you get tickets at the door? All of that, like nitty-gritty details about this event, and also remind me what day it is.
So it's on April 20th, and yes to all your questions. You can get tickets at the door, you can get tickets online at our website, tickets, there's a link on our Facebook page, and then you can also find it on Eventbrite.
Okay, so there's a plenty of options. Is there a sellout point, or like you're just letting everybody come in hoping for the best turnout?
We are just come on.
Come on.
Come on.
But we need, and I think that's the thing, like we are a nonprofit organization, and and our funding sources come from non-tax generated grants. We are not a county or state agency or under any organization, so we really do rely on those fundraising efforts to make sure we can provide services for kids. So we want everyone and anyone to come. I have no idea what the capacity is. We'll figure that out when we have to.
That's a good problem to have, but we'll get to that problem eventually.
Yeah. But also, what I love about our events is it's fun, but it also increases the awareness of the organization, what we do, and it opens up so many opportunities for us to come and provide awareness trainings or education. And I mean, I can talk all day about research, but I mean, it's always the perpetrator's fault. But research shows that child abuse, child maltreatment can be prevented through education and awareness. And that's huge. That's just ultimate goal, right? So,
yes, and I mean, there's, at the very least, if we can share the message that SWICACC is here to help people and get people involved, whether volunteering or in any capacity, that is just, it just furthers that idea that we can change this major problem that, even though we're in small little Du Bois County and beyond, you serve so many different counties, even if you don't think it can happen to you or a child or your children, it can. And it's unfortunate, but knowing that there are resources and telling, at least hoping to get the message across to these children that there is help and there is hope is just phenomenal. And we can go down that road, but we're here to talk about the happy stuff.
That's right.
So of course this event is going to be, one of the key things that keeps funding going and whatnot, but there's always fundraising to be done. There's other events and whatnot. So what other things can we kind of look forward to? And like we've been saying, you guys have had a busy year and continually keeping it within the communities.
Yeah. So and I love that you said that, Kaitlyn, because child abuse does happen everywhere. No one is immune from it. But yeah, so 2024, we have the April event, which is so important and so much fun. And then we also have where SWICACC was chosen as the 2024 Old National Bank 100 Cooks Who Care beneficiary.
Yes.
I can't even say it without smiling. And so that's on September the 7th. And so I know it's only April, but we are still accepting people who are interested in being celebrity chefs, corporate sponsors. Table sales and tickets have gone. They're live. Like you can reach out to Old National Bank to get those. And you can find more information about that on our website and Old National's website as well. That is a really fun event. I don't know. Have you been yet?
So I've heard it's a biannual fundraising event, and I have heard about it since day one of me being here and not being to the former biannual. So it coming back around, and you guys like the planning and selling tickets. It's not preemptive. Like this is a big deal to everyone who's involved. So I've only heard fantastic things.
That's $100 a ticket. And it's $800 for a table. And then all of the sponsor levels get a table with their sponsorship, which I think is awesome. That's a great benefit. And the marketing has already started, so that's also a huge bonus for corporations. So much fun. Like the variety of food that you get to sample and taste it's just amazing. It's a really fun evening.
It's like in a way, okay, your guys' event here in April is focusing on bands, food, fundraising, but then, you know, you have another version of it, but it's
Yeah.
more food centered and entertainment and having fun there. And again, all funds going back to SWICACC, which is amazing.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to talk about the work that we do, but the work is so very important. And I think it's like we always try to choose April for our annual kickback because April is Prevent Child Abuse Awareness Month. Yeah. So it's when you support SWICACC, I mean, of course, we try to do fun things like the Band Together Against Child Abuse, but when you support your Child Advocacy Center, you're supporting your community beyond that one organization, if that makes sense. So,
yeah. And I mean, even for us who do not really understand the capacity of SWICACC, you guys are integrated in so many other different things as well, because it all comes back to the children, no matter what county they're in and whatnot. I cannot stress that enough, how expansive it is, even though you guys are kind of centered here in Jasper. So not only with that, you know, constant fundraising, hopefully you guys are always you guys always are advertising various events and whatnot where you're selling shirts or fundraising and trying to give back, and the give and take of that type of thing. But you guys also have a new art installation coming to the center on 5th, right?
we do. I have spray paint on my hand. Yeah. So the DuBois County Community Foundation, through their spreading art throughout DuBois County, they have partnered with SWICACC for the Center on 5th, and the mural has started. So I am not good with direction, so I'll just say the new wall, where the old part of the school was demoed, so the new wall, and it is not on the Scott Rowland Drive side, but the other side.
Yes.
So St. John, maybe?
I'm going to say
And
the
5th?
east side.
Okay,
It
we're going
sounds
to go
right.
east. But yeah, so the mural started.
Easy to see from the football field.
It is
Yes.
easy to see from the football field, but we want people to stop or like drive by, stop by, see it. I think that Adam Long, the painter, I need to talk with him more, but if I understand, I think that there'll be opportunities for the community to like help too, which is really cool.
Awesome.
That's why I have spray paint on my hand. I spray painted a blue heart on the building before it started.
So you got to put the first kind of touch on there.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. No, that's one thing that always baffles me about the Center on 5th and having all the nonprofits in there, especially SWICACC, is that it is a repurposed elementary school. So seeing it not be completely demoed and seeing it repurposed in such a way to house such fantastic organizations is just, if it isn't heartwarming to somebody, I'd be surprised. Because it's heartwarming to me, and it's just so exciting and so perfect to see and implement in all of the things that you guys do. So before we get into too much explanatory details per se, Stacey, can you give us a recap on the fundraising event and how people can learn more, get tickets, and get it in their calendar so they show up?
Absolutely. So we do have, again, 8 acts. They will start playing music at 1 o'clock. Doors open at noon. So you can get full day tickets for $50. You can get half day tickets for $30. You can get it day of. You can go to our Facebook page and find the link. You can go to SWICACC.com and find the link and get tickets there, and full details of all the fantastic musicians that are donating their time, along with the food trucks that are coming in, so that you can see what, you want to plan your meals on those, little events, so that you know what you're eating, so you keep yourself energized for all the dancing you're going to do.
For a lot of people, they have to look up the menu before they go out to places. So same thing.
Yeah.
So planning your trip.
And you can have like something for lunch and something different for dinner, and like there's
snacks, there's just going to be so many different things out that you can get food truck wise. And the half day would then start at 5. So if you can't commit to a full day, commit to half. Come in, see the last 4 acts. That ticket is $30. So you can come anytime during that day and get your bracelet and come in and go in and out. And even if you want to come early and you have to leave for something, you still have that opportunity to come back and close out the evening. So highly recommend everyone come, because I am blessed to have been a part of a very strong musical community in Southern Indiana, and I cannot tell you how fantastic these musicians are. And they're all donating their talents to this incredible cause.
Fantastic. And one thing I want to make sure to ask, because I don't know if I heard it yet, is this event catered towards adults only, or?
Yes.
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 So just to be safe, that's, to be
Yes.
fair, that's where all your fundraising is going to come from, is the parents. So, 18 and above, 21 and above?
18 and over.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously like card check and everything for the alcohol and stuff at the cash bar.
Be safe. But hey, you have a fun time. It's kind of April, so it'll be inside and outside. So hopefully you get a little bit of that nice weather on April 20th. So it sounds like a fantastic, just amazing event. I missed out on it last year, but I was envious, so hopefully I make it this year. So Tammy, if anyone needs resources or would like more information about SWICACC, how best can they reach out? Just one more time for the people in the back, they say.
Yeah. So, I mean, a really easy way to learn more and to reach out is just to go to our website, which is swicacc.com, and I will spell it SWICACC.com, because there's 2 C's at the end. And you can read more about what we do, learn more about what counties we serve, as well as all of our events and stuff coming up too.
Yes, and you guys post on Facebook. You're very, very engaging with that stuff. And like every now and again, you guys host workshops or you host things where you want to connect just on a casual level with people. So there's lots of opportunities not only to learn about we want to learn about SWICACC in the more positive way, but learning so that in the case that there's something, you know that it's there and that SWICACC's got your back.
Yeah.
So, well, ladies, I appreciate you coming in today. Hopefully someone learned something new about SWICACC, and at the very least, they can come to you to seek more information. And we hope that this upcoming April event's just fantastic, the best one yet, I'd say, but you guys have got a lot of good ones under the belt so far.
We do, yeah. We are hoping for most successful kickback. So thank you for having us.
Of course, thank you. That's a good benchmark to have. So anyway, we will let you get to your April event. So thank you so much at home for watching. This has been your 18 WJTS in.form. Be sure to, of course, visit SWICACC online or give them a call if you need any resources, because you never know, and that's kind of the whole deal. So thank you for watching, and we are local people watching local people.